Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a foundation that I shared several years ago. When I reviewed it, I hated it. It was awful, but I may have changed my mind on it. So I'm wearing it right now. You're going to see me apply it. I'm going to zoom you way in and I'm going to tell you if it still sucks or if I change my mind about it. So let's get into the video. As I said in the beginning, I know this is a shocker because I already reviewed this and I hated it. I reviewed it when it first came out, but I have a change of thought in this foundation. So I thought I would apply it today for you guys. I'm going to do check-in so you can see what it looks like. I'm tempted to purchase this one. That says a lot. I'm testing out another one, retesting another foundation, and that one, at least on the first testing, hasn't gone as well, but I'm going to test it again. We'll talk about that when we get to it, okay? I don't want to tell you which foundation it is, but I'm going to use this today. Now, I did not use this the other day when I applied this, but I'm going to try this today. I'm going to shake this up, and this is the Wet n Wild Essence. So I know it's a shock for you guys to see me testing out this foundation again because when I first tried it, I hated it. I feel like we're using too much foundation. At least I was. And I'm really trying to be more conscious of that with a lot of my foundations. I see a lot of makeup artists though. They like slap all this stuff on and it looks great, but they're younger. And I was doing that too, but I'm finding that less, I've said this before in the past, less is best. And so when I tried this on, I think that's why it didn't work for me. I think it's because I used too much, because when I used this, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks amazing. I'm even going to apply it a little differently than I normally do because it's in here. It's hard to get it out. So what I'm saying is usually I use a sponge, but I'm not going to use a sponge because I can't pump it on the back of my hand. So I'm going to use a brush, and I believe this is 4N. One thing that I did not do when I tested this out the first time is I just did my, I just used my moisturizer as a primer. Okay, I didn't use any other primer, but today I'm using this because I'm just curious to see how this wears with it, because so many people have said that this foundation from Charlotte Tilbury is great if you have oily skin. So I'm gonna wear it throughout the day, and then I'm gonna come back here and do a test. You know, I'll let you guys see it, do a test. I'm gonna wear it and I'll come back and show you guys. So I'm gonna be using the BK Beauty brush number 101, I believe it says. If you have long nails, good luck. I mean, and this was from Sephora, which they stopped doing samples for a while and then they're back, thank goodness, because I don't like to buy something and then it doesn't work out and I got to return it. I'd rather like give me a sample. If I like it, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? So as you can see, this is kind of like my new method of applying my foundation. And I only have a little bit on my finger here, okay? I'm going in, I might do a little bit, a dot right there. I mean, I am not putting on a lot. But I've said I've never liked her foundations because they just don't work on me, but we'll see. This is the second time I'm wearing this, and usually I don't do a review if I've only wore something twice. But when it works out well the first time, I'm like, okay, I like it. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what it looks like, and you can see the difference between the two sides. Now it looks very glowy, but I'm going to be doing some well, actually not as much as compared to that. Actually, it doesn't look that glowy. But anyways, I'm going to show you. And by the way, I had a biopsy on my mole right there. I'm going to be talking about that in another video. That may come up before this, I'm not sure. So anyways, I think it looks really, really good. And I still have a little bit left. I'm going to go in and get some more. So like I have a lot. It's a lot of foundation. So I probably won't have to get any for a while. I can just use this. But I will have to definitely test this out side too, you know? So this is how I've been doing it, you guys. I just kind of start from the bottom. I do a little bit at a time. And just bounce this on my face. Now, if you have dry skin, I've always said you can't use a brush, but If you use it like this, you can. You can use a brush if you tap it on, but you just don't want to, you know, use like a kabuki brush and just like go like this in circular motion, because if you do that and you have dry skin, you're just going to kick up all that dry skin. But when I tested this out, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks really good. Compared to the first time I did it, I freaking hated this stuff. That's all that's left. I got a little, I'm just going to wipe that off. Take another look. See what it looks like. So I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup. We're going to look at it again, and then I'm going to, a couple hours from now, whatever, several hours, I will come back and we'll take another look at it. But right now it looks really good. I don't even think it looked this good when I put it on the first time. I feel like when I was putting it on, I hated it. So I feel like I used way too much product. I feel like with a lot of foundations, I feel like you have to do really, 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 really little product, because I barely used any and I got really good coverage. So I'll be back. Okay, I have to apologize because I don't think I ever did. I think I forgot to do a close-up of my makeup all done. I'm sorry I forgot to do that, but hopefully we're going to be okay with that, because I'm going to show you my face 5 hours later. I was sitting outside today. It's not really, it is pretty hot actually, but I mean, I was just sitting there. I wasn't really walking around. I wasn't in the sun. I was sitting outside. It looks pretty freaking good. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, let me turn this. I don't know, sometimes when I turn my light down, actually, it's harder to see, I feel like, but here. You can see on my forehead too. It's not settling. So it just goes to show you. sometimes you have to do it twice. Now here's the thing. Like I said, maybe I used too much of it. Maybe I used too much the first time. I don't know, but this looks pretty freaking good on me. I still want to test it out when it's really, really hot, and I'm walking around outside. It's a little... like up close, it looks a little dry, but I will tell you, I did use a powder today that I normally don't, and I wonder if that wasn't a good idea. So I will update you when the thing. Well, let me show you. See how I go like that? It looks a little dry and cracked. Do you see that? And it wasn't like that the last time that I wore this. But the rest of my face looks really good. But I did use, I used a Laura Mercier powder. I think it's a newer one. I don't have it in front of me, but you're going to see it in a review, because I applied it in another video and I said I wasn't really crazy about it. I don't think I am. I probably shouldn't have. I probably put too much powder on, is what I'm saying. So, like I said, that didn't happen. I don't see it anywhere else. I just see it right there. But otherwise, it looks really good. I like this, and I may actually get it. But if you do get it, again, don't use it if you have dry skin. I really think this is more for oily skin. Although I thought this whole thing with this foundation was supposed to be for mature skin, but I feel like a lot of mature skin is dry. Not all mature skin, because I have oily mature skin. I really like it. And the thing is, you can't use a lot of it. I used very little. I was sticking my finger in there and that little thing to put it on, and I was barely putting any on, and I think that's the key to it. And maybe that's how it is with a lot of foundations. I think going forward, I'm going to start testing things differently. Now, Lady Gaga's, I think that hers just, the thing with hers is she's got so much damn skincare in there. And then I have skincare on, and I think that was part of the problem with it. I think that's why it was probably settling on me, is because there's so much skincare, and you know what I mean? Like, there's too much, because I don't understand the whole skincare thing. I'm not even going to talk about it because it has nothing to do with this. Although I thought, see, I don't have the ingredients in front of me because I just have a sample of it, but I thought there was supposed to be some skincare in this too. I don't know, but I think it looks really nice. And when I wore it, and I wore out to one of the parks, you know, and that was brave of me to do, to be wearing a foundation. You don't know how it's going to be. And it actually looked really, really good. After I wore it, I was like, oh my gosh, it actually still looks really good. And I was walking around outside. I had a big hat on because I have to really be extra protective of my thing that I'm healing over there, but I like it. I do like it. I do recommend it only if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin or combo skin, it's iffy. I would say get a sample. Get a sample. If you're not sure, get a sample first, okay? I think that might be what I'm going to start saying. Get a sample first if you can, you know. I always appreciate when you guys use my links, of course, but I want to make sure you guys get the right product. I don't want you to go and get something that's not going to work for you. You know what I mean? So get a sample of it if you can and use just a little bit. That's what I'm going to say. And I think the shade is pretty good. A lot of people said that they run warm. And this is 4N. I think it looks good. I put it on my neck is what I did when I tested it in the store. And it looked like it blended in pretty good with my neck because I could, like, once I blended, I was like, oh, I don't see it. I thought that was good. Her foundations do tend to go more on the warmer side. I feel like Laura Mercier is the same way. I feel like a lot of them tend to go on the warmer side, but then, I don't know, I think it looks good. So you tell me what you think. I think it looks really, really good on me, and I still have a glow. It doesn't look dry. The only place it looks dry is in my chin. And I really think it's because of the powder, because I was putting extra powder down there. So I probably shouldn't have done that. But otherwise, it looks really good for 5 hours. And I have oily skin. That's got 3 more. I think I could go 3 more hours and look great. Because when I wore it more than that. I wore it over, I think it was like 12 hours. And it still looked really good. I'm not going to tell you it looked exactly. But it looked really good. I'm not kidding you. It looked really freaking good. So... yep, there you go. Sometimes we gotta try stuff again. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. If you're new here, I would love to have you join. I share new videos every single week. So please make sure that you smash that subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your continued support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please do me a favor. Make sure that you like, share, and comment my videos because it helps to push them out to the algorithm, and I really would appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I will catch you guys all in my next video. Bye.